On Tuesday, a federal judge halted President Donald Trump's efforts to dismantle 3 federal agencies that provide support to libraries, museums, minority businesses, and mediation services. U.S. District Judge John McConnell sided with 21 states, led by Democrats, stating that the shutdowns violated the separation of powers. Judge McConnell emphasized that the executive order ignored the fundamental constitutional roles of the branches of the federal government. Specifically, he noted that Congress is responsible for making laws and appropriating funds, while the executive branch is tasked with implementing those laws and spending the appropriated funds. The lawsuit arose from Trump's executive order issued on March 14, which aimed to eliminate 7 federal agencies as part of a broader initiative to reduce the federal bureaucracy. This order led to mass layoffs, grant freezes, and other significant reductions at the affected agencies. The Democratic-led states filed suit against the dismantling of 3 specific agencies: the Institute of Museum and Library Services, the Minority Business Development Agency, and the Federal Mediation and Conciliation Service. In response to a separate lawsuit, another federal judge had already paused plans for layoffs at the Institute of Museum and Library Services. However, Judge McConnell's order was the first to also block the dismantling of the other 2 agencies. The coalition challenging the order was co-led by Rhode Island Attorney General Peter Naranjo, New York Attorney General Letitia James, and Hawaii Attorney General Ann Lopez. Although Ann Lopez's office is technically nonpartisan, she is a Democrat. Judge McConnell also dismissed the Trump administration's preliminary arguments that the court lacked authority to consider the lawsuit. These arguments included claims that the states had no legal standing to sue, and that the case should be handled by the Court of Federal Claims. In his ruling, McConnell stated that the states had provided compelling evidence demonstrating that harm from dismantling these agencies was already occurring or was certain to occur. This harm was due to a significant reduction in personnel capable of administering funds and services, and the elimination of programs that served the states. A spokesperson for the Justice Department stated that they had vigorously defended President Trump's executive actions, including efforts to reduce federal bureaucracy, and would continue to do so. This is not the first time Judge McConnell, appointed by former President Barack Obama and serving in Rhode Island, has blocked Trump's attempts to freeze federal spending. He previously prevented the administration from implementing a planned freeze on federal grants, a decision that led one House Republican to call for his impeachment. Judge McConnell noted in his ruling that once again, the court faced a legal challenge against an executive order attempting to dismantle congressionally sanctioned agencies and ignore congressionally appropriated funds.